Yo, Z Broly won second in my poll, so it's time for his turn to look at his optimal combos. And damn, he definitely has some fun routes now. These videos go over their optimal practicals, scaled and unscaled. Now, there are a bunch of variations and sauce out there, but these need to be your go-to ones to maximize damage and meter. So there are two optimal approaches mid-screen. Unscaled with no bar looks like this, delaying your 5L after your dash after 236S so they get closer to the ground for 4.2k damage. Or use a meter you build for more damage to stay same side and better Oki, but not really worth it honestly. But if you do have half a bar at the beginning of the combo, it's always better to use his Ex Lariat into his new corner loop for 4.4k, ending with a J2H. And you can match the inputs here, but we'll go more over his corner loops later. Now we can get much more damage from this if we spam meter with an extra loop for 5.1k. You just gotta delay this Vanish a bit to get this grounded DR into 24L extension for better damage. This leads to his Max Dmg version, which starts with the second hit of his auto combo into 2M. Then the same route credits to Night Shifter 96 that results in 6.7k due to the scaling, which is pretty crazy, but this 5LL is less likely to land in games. And because of this, he doesn't really need side switch routes anyways. Here's a scaled version of these. You can get Ex Lariat scaled too, but you don't get much more on top of losing meter, so I don't think it's that much more worth it, especially since his previous skilled one does almost the same damage. If you frame trap with 5H, you can get a rejump, which is very easy. I found this way with the air dash JML easier than just trying to do it without the air dash. And also, you can end these combos with a J3H if you prefer it for sliding knockdown mid-screen as J2H whiffs. It usually does less damage but works at higher hit stun. His 2H confirm can look like this, where you can combo after the JH that brings them back down. If you end up close to the corner, you can add some JS key blast 4 times with M grab for more damage, where you can Vanish DR again of course to add on more. However, if you land a DR, it needs to be a bit shorter with this JH extension. Also, this 2H combo can be the same route to confirm if you land a 2M and then go into 5M to make it easy on you. Just note the J3H doesn't work here as it loses its smash already from using the JH smash. Here are some Vanish extensions if you want to extend some routes a bit more. And there's an EX variation for a bit more damage, but don't try to extend these too much or you'll drop. For his Vanish Confirms, he has two routes. He has this one that's very self-explanatory, or auto combo to stay same side. You just need to dash and delay the 5L a bit and everything will land. His Super Dash Confirm mid-screen is just like his regular combo enders. And again, close to the corner you can add JS 4 times into grab or just a J2H. Now quickly for his grab confirms and his super situation, which is kind of unique. So you can't combo his L grab, but you can super. Now he has two level 1s. You generally want to use his 236 LM super, so DR button, when you can, as it does more damage since it has this uppercut hit. But if they land far like this mid-screen, you need to use his 236H plus S, which is a quicker one, or else the other would whiff, and this one does less damage. He also has two level 3s, 214 L plus M always works, but 214 H plus S is a slower one that's used to extend combos, which is mostly used in the corner, which we'll explore at the end. Now for M grab, you can get into his Vanish route. And the same thing for H without having to Vanish, but these two routes change in the corner, which you'll see in the corner section. Speaking of the corner, here's your unscaled version for 4.4k using his loops. Now for these loops, you can see me mashing it as it's auto timed, but I'd randomly get 5 in a row and then fail some, especially at the end, so maybe try to shorten it if you don't want to risk it in a competitive game, or timing it seems to help you more, to be honest. You can use a Vanish to get a lot more out of this for 4.2k. grounded Vanish with a slight delay for even more to get that DR into his L grab. But if you can't, that's okay because this timing is a bit tricky. Max damage from 5L to M again. It's actually kind of crazy how the scaling works for this, to be honest, because damn, you can't just give 5M a similar reward. Gee. Here's the scaled version for 4.3k. So again, it's very close to the regular unscaled loops too, which is kind of sick for Broly having his scaled and unscaled match. And of course you can add the Vanish at the end in order to reach 4.9k. When you land a raw 336H or M Lariat, you can get into his optimal route like this, which is pretty easy too for some good damage. So if you just get a random neutral hit or a frame trap, this is great. You can confirm the medium grab in these 3 ways. Just need to delay the first 5L in order to extend the combo as much as you can. And the same thing applies with his EX grab too, so you get some nice little corner variations with the grabs. Now for his meter dumps, where we use his slow level 3 to maximize damage. After his corner routes, you can air grab into Vanish, then slow level 3 right away, land, and before the ball explodes, press DR into 214L grab, then fast level 3. This is really useful if you have 7 bars and just want to get rid of all of it to maximize the hit. If it's after grab, just don't do the grab after the DR on the ground, just super right away. And you can dump meter after his M or Ex Lariat right away too. And from here you can land a 2M, but just time it right before the explosion. And this route after Lariat gives you 8.4k. Now it's time for his solo TODs. Here's a pre-sparked Lariat TOD for 6 bars. You gotta hold the Vanish, press JH right away, then hold the EX air grab right away for as long as you can. The only thing is that this first 5H after the grab tends to whip sometimes, so be careful about that. Here's one where you spark after, so it could be more useful, but with more bar for 6.5. Again, this is nice if you're saving spark and haven't already been pre-sparked, but you know, pre-spark Broly is pretty common anyways to land Lariat. Speaking of being pre-sparked, here's our pre-sparked JH solo TOD, which is crazy how you can get a kill from such a skilled starter for 4 bars. Just needing a micro dash with 5L to land the second hit of 5LL, which is a bit tricky, but after that everything works well. You just need to be close to the corner or already in the corner. You can even TOD out of a frame trap 236H, which is great for pressure, especially helping hit confirming since it's just an empty Vanish. That can be done a little bit late. You just have to delay the first JLL after you land your grounded hits in order to help this route be consistent. Now these TODs are some pretty unique solo ones, but he has a bunch of TOD routes out there if you can get the meter for it, even without limit break and you have a team with assists and stuff like that. Especially if you can start the combo with 5LL as shown earlier. Like this one that just needs 3.5 bars with no spark, and it is basically his unscaled corner combo from earlier, which is crazy. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.